Imagine a place so cold that boiling water freezes before it hits the ground, so remote that the nearest hospital is thousands of miles away, and so extreme that the sun doesn't rise for months at a time. Welcome to Antarctica, the last great wilderness on Earth. It's a frozen, alien-like world filled with bizarre natural wonders, hidden lakes beneath miles of ice, and creatures that have evolved to survive the most brutal conditions on the planet. What would it be like to live here? What strange and mysterious wildlife call this icy desert home? And what mind-blowing facts might just change the way you see our planet forever? Stick around, because today, we're unraveling the secrets of the coldest, driest, and windiest continent on Earth. Let's start with what it would be like to actually live in Antarctica. Right now, there are no permanent human residents, but about 1,000 to 5,000 scientists and staff live there at any given time in research stations. The largest of these is McMurdo Station, run by the United States, which can house over 1,000 people during the summer months. But even then, it's not exactly comfortable. Imagine stepping outside and facing temperatures as low as minus 128.6 degrees Fahrenheit or minus 89.2 degrees Celsius, the coldest ever recorded on Earth. Even during summer, temperatures rarely go above freezing. There's no traditional food supply. Everything has to be shipped or flown in. Fresh produce is a luxury, and most of what people eat is frozen, canned, or dried. Another strange challenge? The months-long periods of darkness in winter and constant daylight in summer. In the dead of winter, the sun doesn't rise for months, which can seriously mess with your sleep schedule. Researchers have to take vitamin D supplements and use artificial light therapy to keep their bodies functioning normally. And let's not forget the isolation. You can't just hop on a flight whenever you feel like it. Most transport in and out is seasonal, and once winter sets in, you're stuck there until spring. Now, let's get into some wild facts about Antarctica that you probably didn't know. 1. Antarctica is a desert. Even though it's covered in ice, Antarctica is the driest place on Earth. Some areas, like the McMurdo Dry Valleys, haven't seen rain in nearly 2 million years. That's drier than the Sahara. 2. There are hidden lakes beneath the ice. Scientists have discovered more than 400 lakes buried under the thick ice sheets. One of the most famous is Lake Vostok, which has been isolated for 15 million years. What's in it? Potentially unknown forms of microbial life. 3. It has its own blood falls. There's a waterfall in Antarctica that looks like it's bleeding. It's called Blood Falls, and its red color comes from iron-rich salt water that has been trapped under the ice for millions of years, only to slowly seep out. 4. There's a place where fire and ice meet. Antarctica isn't just ice. It actually has volcanoes. Mount Erebus is the southernmost active volcano in the world, and it even has lava lakes inside its crater. 5. Antarctica was once a lush green forest. Millions of years ago, Antarctica wasn't covered in ice. Fossil evidence suggests that it had temperate rainforests, rivers, and even dinosaurs roaming around. Scientists have found ancient plant fossils and evidence of prehistoric life buried under the ice. 6. There's an underground mountain range bigger than the Alps. The Gamburtsev Mountains are completely hidden beneath the ice, stretching over 1,200 kilometers or 750 miles. Scientists still aren't sure exactly how they formed, but they've been buried for millions of years. Despite the extreme cold, Antarctica is home to some of the toughest and most fascinating animals on the planet. First, we have the emperor penguins. These are the true kings of Antarctica. Emperor penguins can survive temperatures of minus 76 degrees Fahrenheit or minus 60 degrees Celsius and dive over 1,500 feet deep in search of food. They huddle together in massive groups to stay warm, taking turns rotating from the outside of the huddle to the inside to share body heat. Then there are Weddell seals. These seals are incredibly diverse, able to hold their breath for over 80 minutes. They can also create breathing holes in the ice by gnawing at it with their teeth. We also have the Antarctic ice fish. This fish has antifreeze proteins in its blood, which stop it from freezing in the sub-zero waters. It's one of the only creatures on Earth that can survive in such extreme cold. And then we can't forget about the colossal squid. Even bigger than the giant squid, the colossal squid is a deep-sea mystery. Some of these creatures grow over 40 feet long and have hooks on their tentacles, making them a nightmare for anything that crosses their path. There are also tiny animals called tardigrades. These microscopic creatures, also known as water bears, can survive in the harshest conditions, including the extreme cold of Antarctica. They can even survive being frozen solid and later come back to life. Antarctica is one of the last true frontiers on Earth, an alien-like world right here on our planet. From its mind-blowing landscapes to the incredible animals that have adapted to survive, it's a place full of mystery and wonder. Would you ever want to visit Antarctica? Let me know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss an adventure. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.